Yeah, take a good look at that. Now, before anyone in the comments starts defending this purple rabbit, Not Fair Studio needs to give credit where credit's due. The Amazing Digital Circus is genuinely one of the most creative and visually stunning animated shows to come out in years. Glitch Productions and creator Gooseworks built something that nobody saw coming. The characters and also the world building, I mean, all of it's exceptional. And Jax is one of the biggest reasons why. This is the same guy who threw Ragatha into a boiling deep fryer, like he was tossing out old rubbish.
Oh no! It looks like I've taken Ragatha and dropped her in the deep fryer.
And this is also him.
Huh?
We went through every single episode and collected every single moment that this lanky purple menace finally got what was coming to him. And we're going through all of them today, starting with the lightest ones and building up all the way to the most devastating karma that this show has ever delivered straight to Jax. Now, hold on to your seats because this is going to be a roller coaster. In the first episode of the show, Jax receives the quickest and most unexpected karma on this entire list, and it arrives before anyone even had time to react to what he did. Jax spots Zubal's detached arm just sitting there, minding its own business, and decides the perfectly reasonable thing to do is to pick it up and use it as a personal back scratcher. He didn't ask her, he just swiped Zubal's arm mid-conversation and started scratching his own back with it while talking to Kane. He acted like it's completely normal behaviour. I mean, that's definitely not normal, Jax.
What exit? If there was a way to leave,
Suddenly, the arm chokes him by itself. Zubal didn't even have to give the order. The arm just handled it independently, and honestly, the arm showed more initiative in that moment than Jax has shown common sense in the entire time in the circuit.
sure we'd have all left by now.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Here's what makes this karma so perfect. Jax stole a body part and used it to scratch his own back. Like, who does that? Who even gets the idea to use someone's detachable arm as a back scratcher? Only Jax can think this way. The arm made a correct call when he choked him. We're all fully on the arm's side here. In the episode, The Mystery of Mildenhall Manor, the karma waiting for Jax this time is something far more personal for a character whose whole identity is built around being the biggest jerk in the room. Ragatha and Gangle tie Jax up and leave him in the corner of the haunted mansion while they go and have a perfectly lovely tea party with the ghost of Martha Mildenhall. While they're having the whole experience of the tea party, Jax is sitting in a corner completely tied up.
You know how men are. Always having the silliest priorities.
Don't I know it?
Feel free to visit anytime.
Definitely.
Think about what this does to Jax. Also, don't forget that his entire personality runs on being the chaotic one, the one making everyone else react to him. Ragatha and Gangle did not fight or argue with him. They just tied him up and walked off. They didn't even make a big deal out of it. They clearly identified the problem, which was Jax, and handled it. They went to their own little tea party. Jax missed all of it while sitting in the corner, and that serves him right, to be completely honest with you. In Fast Food Masquerade, the karma waiting for Jax is the most perfectly calibrated punishment on the entire list, because it's delivered by somebody who has absolutely no power over him. And that's Gangle. She's a sweet, emotionally fragile ribbon mask-wearing character who Jax calls the sad one and continuously reminds her she's better when she's miserable. Kane makes Gangle the shift manager at Spudsies, which makes her Jax's boss for the whole episode, which, by the way, Gangle is the one person he's been the cruelest to.
No. We can't have anything like that going on around here.
What are you gonna do about it, though?
I'm calling upper management.
No. Wait. Why would you do this?
It's called a manic episode, and you're getting 3 more seasons.
Okay.
Anyway, Jax, it's your job to set up the drink station, make new coffee and iced tea, and fill the ice cream machine, so get to it.
And here's what makes the episode so satisfying to watch. Jax's whole coping mechanism is entertaining himself by making other people miserable. When that's taken away from him, he genuinely has nothing to do. In the episode, he's stuck at a counter doing a job he surely doesn't like, and it's clearly destroying him from the inside. He refuses to do the things that his boss asks him to do, and he doesn't even play along with it.
Oh, Jax! The bathroom looks like a biohazard and needs a good scrubbing.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Well, I don't know. Shouldn't, Biohazard crew take care of that?
Oh, Jaxie boy, don't you want to be a model employee?
No, I don't care about any of this.
I hate my life and I don't want to live.
Well, that doesn't really sound like a can-do attitude to me.
It's not.
Bad.
I like you better when you're sad.
They physically grab him and force him into an employee re-evaluation. 4 hands, a chair, and a screen were the ones putting Jax in the right order. Jax, who does whatever he wants to whomever he wants, whenever he wants, is being forcibly restrained by a flickering screen because he wouldn't smile at Spudsies' customers.
More.
Dreaming. Hi, welcome to Spudsies. In this video, you're gonna learn the ins and outs of what makes you a good crew member.
Oh, hell no.
But before we get into all that, first things first. Are you smiling?
No.
Why not?
He's behind you. Run. He's behind you.
Wait. Nobody can see this, right?
It's time for your employee reevaluation.
And when it's all over and his shift finally ends, he throws his hat, walks to his car, and collapses over his steering wheel. The moment he thinks nobody is watching him. That's what you get when you're being a knobhead all the time.
All right, I'm clocking out. This wasn't fun at all. See you all later.
In the episode Untitled, which, by the way, is an actual episode name, Jax designed a whole poacher adventure where he gets to hunt the other circus members who are all animals. He was super excited about it, and then he shot Gangle, who was a rhinoceros at the time, and immediately started chewing on her ribbons like a wild animal at a buffet.
Hi, everyone. In today's episode of Poach Everything, I'm going to be hunting the critically endangered red ribbon rhinoceros.
Oh my god.
Then after, Zubal calls an immediate vote to make Jax vegan for the rest of the day. He did not see that coming.
I'm calling a vote. Let's skip this one. And also make Jax a vegan for the rest of the day.
You can't do that.
The vote came out 4-1. Every single one of them voted yes, without even taking a second to think about it. Their votes happened so fast, you would think that they had been waiting for this specific moment. And Jax voted the other way. But democracy looked him directly in his yellow teeth and told him that it genuinely could not care less. Kane says, sorry, Jax, democracy has spoken. And Jax's response to that is that democracy sucks. And of course it does, Jax. Democracy does not work for you when you're outvoted 4-1. That's not democracy failing. That's democracy working exactly as intended. Every single step of the way you made choices, and the choices led here. To be vegan against your will for the rest of the afternoon.
Do that.
Sorry, Jax, democracy has spoken.
Democracy sucks.
He spent the rest of the day unable to eat meat or Gangle for that matter. He was just standing there, being vegan while everyone else just did what they wanted. What a satisfying karma that was. Now, we're still in the episode Untitled because this episode genuinely refused to give Jax a single moment of peace. Another vote gets called and passed, and Jax ends up in a full maid outfit for the softball. He has to walk up to bat in it, in front of everyone.
Get out. You're out, dumb. Damn it.
Ha! Get owned!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ah, she's cool. Wait, what's that? What the heck? Who did this?
Jax is so completely destroyed by this that he deliberately strikes out. He chooses to fail on purpose so he can get back to the bench and sit down and stop being in front of all those people in the maid's outfit. Let's not forget that Jax is a guy who insists that nothing matters. And then Jax is seen hiding on a bench in a maid dress. Because he can't handle people looking at him. It's clear at this point that he's just proving that he's a yellow belly.
Whoops, I missed. Oh darn, I'm out.
Having fun?
Oh, you know it.
So, you wanna talk about that?
I'm in a maid outfit. What do you think?
In the beach episode, the karma Jax receives is not tied to a specific scene the way that the others are, and that actually makes it a little bit better. Because it's not a reaction to one specific thing that Jax did. It's one of Zubal's ultimatum responses to Jax.
What was that for?
Oh, let me think. There's that time you ran me over with a steamroller, the time you pushed Gangle into a pool of piranhas, when you set me on fire, mailed me a pipe bomb, threw me into an active volcano. I could go on.
What is so satisfying about this is that it perfectly mirrors how Jax operates. He does awful things casually. Zubal looked at all of that and responded in the exact same energy as his. Matter of fact, this time it was just a bucket of water, because that felt like the right call. Jax is standing there looking like a purple rabbit that someone left out in the rain, and not one person in that circus felt sorry for him. He earned every single drop of that water, and Zubal herself knew it. And honestly, even the water probably knew it. In They All Get Guns, episode 6, what's waiting for Jax this time is an actual backfire. Literally. And it's one of the most perfectly delivered karma moments in the entire show. Jax spent the whole episode being exactly who he always was. A menace with a weapon. Exactly zero remorse about it. He's so clumsy that he shot Ragatha before the game even started. And then he spent the whole game hunting everyone down, like it was the most entertaining day of his life. Because for Jax, it was.
I'd be in.
Whoops.
Come on, man.
And then he finally corners Ragatha. This is the moment that Jax has been building toward the whole episode. He's holding the gun in front of Ragatha. He finally pulls the trigger. Right at that time, Ragatha sticks her finger in the gun's barrel. The gun backfires directly into Jax's face, covering his entire face in black smoke. And right about then, he loses a life. Who thought his own shot with his own gun would cost him his own life?
Wait, no, wait. Oh, wow, I didn't actually think that'd work.
That wasn't luck for Ragatha. It was justice being delivered in the form of black smoke all over Jax's stupid smug face. He spent the whole episode treating this game like his personal entertainment. And the moment it actually mattered, Ragatha completely dismantled him. She didn't even need a plan. She just used her finger as a reflex at the right timing, and Jax handled the rest himself. What a clown, Jax. What an absolute clown. In the same episode, this time the karma that Jax suffered cuts deep. When it's team picking time, Jax tries to pair up with Gangle first, but Zubal takes her away from Jax. He then objects, mentioning that they've always been paired together on team adventures. But Zubal reminds him that times have changed.
Come on, Sadie. You're coming with me.
I'm actually gonna be on a team with Zubal.
What? No, you're not. We've been together for every team adventure in the past.
Guess times are changing, bunny boy.
Also, Ragatha chooses Kinga specifically to protect her from being paired with Jax. She's not choosing based on who she needs to keep away from Jax. And at last, Pomny ends up as his partner. Not because she wants to be, but because somebody has to be. And Pomny at least says that she can be in the lookout for a while he will be the one doing all of the killing.
You have a partner yet?
Well, look who it is. You sure you can handle me in all my glory?
I've been through. I don't know if I'll really be doing much of the killing. I'll just find guns for you, and you can do all the violent stuff. You like that?
Not even one person in that room volunteered to pick Jax. Only Pomny volunteered, and that was out of necessity. That right there is the full result of team selection when you are Jax. And here's the thing that makes this karma so much bigger than it actually looks. Jax has a whole thinking process about how any kind of relationship with anyone in this circus is meaningless. Because of that, he built his entire personality around not needing anyone. And then he got to stand in a room and watched every single person choose to be anywhere except near him. Still in the episode, they all get guns. I mean, this episode is a legendary one. It did more damage to Jax than any other episode combined. Jax and Pomny spent the whole episode as partners. They were the villain team in the game, and something real was happening between them. They were working together and also laughing together. They were getting along in a way that Jax doesn't get along with anyone in the show. And then Jax felt it. That thing he can't stand, when something genuine starts to form. So, he destroyed it immediately.
I'm half crazy, all for it won't be a stylish marriage, but you'll look sweet upon...
We did it! We make such a good team.
He told her that he was just the funny rule pusher, and she's the newcomer who's not picked an archetype yet. And that's all that any of them are. He delivered this whole speech with the calm confidence of someone who's rehearsed it, like he'd been waiting to use it the moment that things got too real.
We could just be winners as a team.
We're not a team, come on.
Weren't we kind of bonding over being chaotic evil together?
I was merely entertaining you. Now are you gonna shoot me or what?
Did I do something wrong?
Ugh, you sound like Ragatha right now.
We were doing fine, having fun, talking. But you suddenly
You're not committing.
You reached out to me, not the other way around. Pretend that didn't happen?
You must be misremembering.
Is this why you didn't show up to Kaufmo's funeral? Yeah, I bet you don't. Because you're scared. You're scared you'll actually show a human emotion. Have you ever thought that this might be what causes people to abstract in the first place?
Oh my God!
Let me just pause here, because this is genuinely one of the most transparent things that Jax has ever done. He built a wall so thick that nobody could get close enough to hurt him again. And the moment that Pomny started getting through it, he panicked and used that archetype speech like a weapon to push her back out. That was a coward move, Jax. I'm going to be real with you. Pomny didn't want to stay sad about it. She lost her temper completely and physically attacked him. She bit him on the leg because she had enough of the jerk facade and decided the most appropriate response was to get physical.
You're not the funny one.
Hey, what are you doing?
She saw through the whole performance that Jax did and got angry about it, like any reasonable person would, and responded with her mouth. Jax pushed away the one genuine connection he made in this entire episode, using a speech about archetypes, and got bitten on the leg for it. I mean, that's proportional. I guess that's fair as well. He bit off more than he could chew, and Pomny bit back. Literally. He had something real right there in front of him, but he ruined it. That's the behaviour of someone who's terrified and has absolutely no idea what to do about it. In the beach episode, what waits for Jax is the most devastating karma on the entire list. And this time, nobody had to lift a finger to deliver it. The group comes across two coloured consoles. The red button, meaning everyone stays trapped forever, and the blue one means that everyone gets to escape. That's it. No more and no less. And Jax, who spends this time on every single episode mocking and being a jerk to the others, gets a full-blown panic attack right in front of the two buttons. It's obvious which button he should choose. But while he's in front of those two buttons, traumatic flashbacks from his real life crash into him, all at once as well. And also some things that he's never spoken about. All of it floods out at that exact moment in front of the console, and his brain stops working, and he immediately presses the red button. Then he eventually trapped everyone, including himself. In the very circus he spent every episode pretending to hate, while secretly being too terrified to face whatever is waiting for him outside of it. At this point, Jax needs to grow up and face his demons straight up. What's funny about this is that Jax mocked Pomny for panicking about being trapped from the very first episode. He also used to roll his eyes at everyone's desperation to find a way out of that place. And when the actual exit appeared directly in front of him, he had a panic attack and pressed the wrong button. He ruined everyone's life just because he was nervous. Mostly the other characters, whom he spent every episode mocking for their anxiety, watched Jax crack right in front of them. It would have been way more simple for Jax if he'd have ended it there, but it didn't end there.
You mean this was all...
An adventure! Yes! And one I've been cooking up for a great job playing your part, Abel!
All in a good day's work.
Then, Kane reveals that the entire escape adventure was fake and turns on the group for not being grateful enough. But what he did specifically to Jax was surgical. Kane has been watching Jax perform this entire time. He knows exactly where the walls are, and with no hesitations, he goes straight for them. By the end of the episode, Jax is in a state of full breakdown. He makes this insane laughter out of nowhere, and underneath the laughter is the realization that destroys him more completely than any other characters did.
I can't believe I was right!
What would have happened if we picked...
Jax's entire identity in that circus was built on having power over others. And in this episode, he finds out the truth about all of it. Kane has total power over every single one of their minds. This completely shows that Jax was never in control. Not for 1 second since the day that he arrived in that circus. He was just a toy, performing autonomy in someone else's sandbox.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You just lie about everything, don't you? You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else!
I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch.
He barely survived. But what matters is that he did survive. And that's the most devastating earned karma on this entire list. Because Jax, who spent every single episode making sure everyone around him felt small and powerless, finally spent 1 episode feeling every single thing that he'd been handing out to everyone else. Which karma hit the hardest for you? Let us know down in the comments. And which amazing digital circus character deserves their own karma video next? Because we have thoughts, and to be honest, we're coming back very soon. Subscribe. We'll be back before Jax finds another arm to steal. Cheerio!